There's a bit of a waypoint coming up showing on the route 5. I don't think I'm going to be able to see it. It's meant to be on the left somewhere. Welcome folks, it's Nick here, start of day 7, another glorious day. Today is slightly different on this route. It's route 05. I might have been calling them stage 5, I don't know why. Route 05, and it's a round trip of Dartmoor. It's only 95 miles, but I'm sure I'll do some detours along the way. And I'm really looking forward to it. So it has meant that I can leave the tent erected today. I'm just about to tuck into some porridge, fruit juice. Got a flapjack there as well if I need. I've also done some laundry today, or yesterday, and that's dried out beautifully. There was no dew overnight, so that was great. Just left it out on the bike overnight. And also on the chair that I'm sitting on, or the skeleton of the chair. Anyway, the site I'm at seems fine. It has electric hookup, shower block and washing facilities, as in you can wash your dishes with hot water. So all in all, pretty good. It's just a few miles out of, or a mile I think, out of Ashburton. Enough waffle for me. Just enjoy the scenery. I'm going to have my breakfast and I'll see you on the road. The day started off really bright and lovely. Had some porridge and fruit juice. I've run out of coffee sachets. And now setting off. Left the camp there, or left the tent at the campsite, and just heading back to the start point of our route. We're now just arriving at the official start point, a couple of miles from where we camped last night. There's a pretty bridge. So it's there. There's the official end, or the official end of Route 4, start of Route 5. Running along a fairly fast flowing river, very nice. Clouds have come over, a bit threatening, but I'm sure we'll enjoy it. Well, I will. Hope you do too. One of the points of interest on this route was Newbridge. I'm assuming that isn't it. Maybe that's it. Okay. Nice. I've stopped at a pretty location, and I had hoped to get the drone going, because I brought it with me, which is what's in the tank bag, taking up most of the room, but it's just started raining, so that's a no-go then. I'll show you what I mean by pretty. been lucky with the weather so far, so I can't complain. The wind up here is very harsh, I would say. It's quite cold actually. Oh wow, look at that vista opening in front. Oh, on a cloudless day, that would be quite spectacular. It's pretty cool now. Cool, is that a word anymore? Of course, I'd left my wet gear with all the other luggage, which is a bit of a shame. The gear I've got is waterproof, but it's just I don't want to be hanging up wet stuff. Ponies, sheep, more ponies. I seem to have a fascination with bridges. It's brightening up. But remember, it's a 40 limit here. Bit of blue sky over there. What have we got over the top? Reasonable view over to the right hand side. On a clear day, wonder how far you can see. Have I said it before? It's really blustery up here. The town of Horrabridge. Some nice views those houses have got out the back. Horrabridge. So we're just entering Tavistock with a stop here for coffee, but more likely an early lunch. we'll find somewhere just back there by the look of things for parking. Just stopped for lunch in Tavistock. I've got a soup, chicken and leek, and a latte which came with a little biscuit. Anyway, it's a lot later than it should be, as is my usual mode of operandi, but I'm enjoying the ride so far. Back on the road soon. Now, obviously, I'm not kitted out to go hiking, but one of the stops on the route was the Lidford Gorge, and another was Lidford Falls, both National Trust places. But I stopped, and the routes were open until sometime middle of May, so that's no good to me. And even if they were, let's face it, I'm not really kitted out for that walk today. But I had hoped to be able to view something, but alas, no. So, maybe next time. Back on the road, had a nice lunch. Drizzling, but all in all, not too bad. Scenery's nice though, once you can get to see it. This is Pork Hill, and I'm sure if the weather is clear, the scenery and views are astounding. But given we've got this view, I'm not inclined to go and explore much further. I'll probably go and see what that little thing is there, but that's about it. I don't think I'll climb to the top of any viewpoint. You can't even see the top of that viewpoint. Oh well. Such is life on Dartmoor. Well, here we are. Can't make out what the writing is. But I'm guessing it's usually very beautiful. I thought at first that my visor was just all misted up, but it isn't. It's actually mist up here on the moors. There was a very half glass full chap at the little stop I just made. He had his ice cream van. Which, well, good for him. Apparently he sold coffee as well, so there is a hope. But on a day like today, just got to wonder, maybe he'd just be sat at home otherwise and getting a little bit bored. Well, you just can't tell. Half glass full in my books, well, probably 3/4 full. Ooh. It's not getting any better. In fact, I would go so far as to say it's got much worse. Just haven't got enough speed up to keep the moisture off the visor, front of the visor, and there's a chance of steaming up on the inside. It's claiming to be 10 degrees. now and again, out of the murk, appeared a horse. I was going to say that tractor, to the human eye, optical illusion, it looked like a car very far away. All of a sudden, it's a tractor very close with its headlights very close together. Yeah. Glad it's a 40 limit, and I'm not bothering with that. It's a limit, not a target. There's a bit of a waypoint coming up, showing on the route 5. I don't think I'm going to be able to see it. It's going to be on the left somewhere. Just over there. It'll be in the notes. If you download the notes. It's probably 3 pages for Route 5. Well, not that you can see much. It might give a little bit of an idea about what it's like up here in the moors this day in May. At least I've got an engine. Just arrived at a little town called Bickington. No, I don't know what it is, something like that. And this is supposedly for lunch stop. Because I've dilly-dallied and wandered around, it's going to be an afternoon coffee break somewhere. It's interesting. That is polling station. Don't like that. Oh no, looks open. Right. Let's stop here. If it's like a lot of car parks, if it's not marked as a space for cars, like a car can't fit in it, then you can park for free with a motorcycle. I might be making that up. Let's hope not. Stopped at Bickington on the Loire, the cafe on the green. Had the obligatory slice of cake and a coffee. Of course, it should have been a green tea. Being in Devon, I'm in Devon, but I didn't. Good news, bad news, I don't know how these things work. Good news is it's clearing a bit. Bad news is it's replaced with the drizzle again. But we're out and about. Nothing to complain about, really. I think I might have to come down here again another time and see the sights, because, oh look, I bet that's a sight. Have to use my imagination. This bit is very pleasant, and it's drizzly and wet and very narrow and very twisty. Hope nobody's coming on the other way. Come on, go. Doesn't look very well used, does it? We're turning off up ahead to go and see a reservoir. I wonder if it'll be clear enough to actually see. Scenic Tottyfoot Reservoirs. That's where we go. So there it is. Left, bit on the right. Nice. I don't want to go on about it, but wouldn't this be lovely in the sunshine? Well, that was an interesting ride back after the coffee stop. It just, when it wasn't heavy mist, I could see nothing, there was really torrential rain, and then the rain would abate for a while and the mist would come down, but generally it was rain. So I've given up for the day. I've had a pasty. I'm going to make a coffee in a moment, going to go and have a shower, warm up. My textiles are very wet, so they're hanging up to dry in the toilet block, and then that's about it for the day. Did 95 miles. It was a lovely day. It's just a shame the weather wasn't really up to it. Anyway, tomorrow off to a place called Charlestown, which is near St Austell's, and we'll talk about that on the way there. All that leaves me to do is say bye for now.